ABC's Will Ganss, ABC News contributor and senior entertainment reporter at ESPN's Andscape, Kelley Carter, and fashion stylist and creative consultant Marissa Pelly are here to break it all down with us. So, Will, what are some of the biggest moments social media is talking about?
Well, I think first and foremost, Nikki Glazer's turn as host here. She was the first ever solo female host of the Golden Globes, and she knocked it out of the park. The New York Times is calling it stellar. Jon Stewart was tweeting, and he said that she's, quote, very, very good at this. And a lot of folks are in agreement with that. You know, there was a little bit of light roasting. We saw the eyelash comment about Timothée Chalamet's mustache. She worked in some of her quirkier, weirder humor, and then the bit like Popular was really, really great. And then the other thing that social media can't get enough of is Zendaya's ring. She was sporting a ring on her left hand, on the ring finger.
A lot of conversations
there.
and
people on social are saying that it's not part of the Bulgari set that she was wearing. So is she engaged to Tom Holland? Is this the unofficial launch, the soft launch? So that's what's been trending. The soft launch on on social media overnight.
I love when watching Nikki Glaser and she starts complimenting people. You just see this hesitation where they know something else is coming, so they can't even seem grateful for the compliment because they know something else is ahead. Kelley, it was also a major night for women over 50 in general. What does that say about Hollywood and how the industry is changing?
We have come such a long way, not that long ago. And if I'm being honest with you, even right now in the present sense, I think the idea is that women over a certain age get put out to pasture. But Hollywood keeps showing us, especially in these last few years, that that is not true. And I think one of the best moments of the night was seeing Demi Moore, get up on that stage, seeing Jean Smart get up on that stage, and their speeches were just so poignant. Demi said she was at, a moment where someone told her she was just going to be making those big fun movies, and she was never going to get the acknowledgement that I think, actors still kind of work and strive for, but that was such a victory that was her first time ever in her illustrious acting career getting any kind of award, and that was really such a great moment to see and witness last night.
And amazing to hear her talk about how she was told by producers that she was a popcorn actress, and so she could make big movies that sold a lot of money, but that she would never be recognized for any kind of acting awards. And here she is decades later holding her Golden Globe. I love that moment. Marissa,
those are her daughters celebrating her win last night. How exciting is that?
Oh, I love that so much. Her family must be so pumped. What a great moment for her and for them in general. Melissa, let's talk fashion. What were some of your favorite looks from last night?
I think my absolute favorite look of the night was Jeff Goldblum and Amiri. I love when actors kind of play into their character a little bit in their looks. This was just giving me Emerald City meets high fashion. I also love Amiri. It's a brand that we so often associate with streetwear and denim, but they're actually expert tailors. They've seamlessly translated into the luxury space, and I think this was just a perfect look. Also, Zendaya. Custom Louis Vuitton. My favorite part about her look was the jewelry. Obviously, we have the maybe engagement ring moment, but the perfectly matching ring and necklace is very Elizabeth Taylor. We don't see those like perfectly matching sets a lot these days.
Absolutely stunning, as she always does. It's kind of rude. Marissa, any trends stick out to you from the red carpet?
I think we were seeing a lot of elements of kind of old Hollywood last night, a lot of old Hollywood glamour, similar to Zendaya's look, perfect example, but we saw a lot of black opera gloves. We saw Janelle James and Christian Siriano. We saw Pamela Anderson, who's self-styled, which I think is such an empowering moment for her right now in this era that she's in. All the Balenciaga looks. And then also necklaces are back. We talked about this last year during Oscars coverage. Stylists can sometimes be hesitant to do a lot of jewelry. Not this year. Lots of jewelry, lots of intentional placement.
And Will, we have to ask about Jeremy Strong.
I mean, so as soon as I saw him on the red carpet last night, I sent to every group chat that I'm a part of, what is going on here? I mean, it's a velvet bucket hat, a velvet jacket, and velvet pants.
What is that, velvet?
Exactly. So, I mean, he's no longer, I guess, giving Kendall Roy anymore. It was a big break from tradition. One theory that I saw, though, is that he was nominated for The Apprentice, which is a movie about Donald Trump. So I think maybe by showing up on the red carpet looking like that, he was going to be asked about his outfit rather than about the subject matter of his movie. So maybe that was
strategy for distraction?
Perhaps. Either way, it got us all talking.
All right, so Kelley, Oscar season's up next. What do you think we can expect based on the Golden Globes?
More Amelia Perez. I was here just not even a few short days ago, and I told you guys that I think this is going to be the movie of the season. It most certainly is my favorite movie of the season, and I think these voting bodies are going to be very consistent with giving praise to this really unique, story that we've never seen told before in this way. And people are really going to get into celebrating the magic of Zoe Saldana, who has been a part of our lives for a couple of decades and has been a part of 4 major franchises, but has never gotten this kind of recognition for her acting. And we're going to see that happen a lot. We're going to hear her name called a lot this season.
And Kelley, before I let you go, I have to ask you about another big moment on social this weekend. Bad Bunny's new album is out. He says it's the most Puerto Rican album yet. What kind of reaction are you hearing to this new music from him?
We're only, 6 days into the new year, and already people are knighting this being as one of the best albums that we're going to expect in 2025. It already came out with a colossal bang. Absolutely the most Puerto Rican album of his career, mostly because he goes back to his roots, but also he collaborates with several Puerto Rican artists. It's incredible. People are loving this album, and we're already talking about next year's Grammys because of it. So I'm excited for him and excited to see what all this album can do this year.
All right. Will Ganss, Kelley Carter, Marissa Pelly, thank you all.